home of the Bears. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's our visitors and the Chicago Bears. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He's going to like not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision, as this ball comes out to the 35. First play of the drive, and here's Benson. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8. That is past the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 43, here's 2nd and a couple. Here's a first carry for their running back. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
3rd down, 3 to go.
Let's go.
Throwing now from the gun. That's caught left side by Olsen. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
They'll come up here 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's going to look for the home run ball. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
So conventional wisdom says, all right, it's a snow game. The footing's bad. This is just going to be a slugfest and pound the ball. But it's actually the opposite. The offense actually has all the advantage because they know where they're going. So the passing game, if done right, can actually be a huge advantage in this sort of weather, and they're going to continue to test these guys in the passing game downfield. Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass. situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
The Bears sending out their punt team. This brought in out past the 20. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
Ready, break.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
Ready.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
A pickup of 12 yards. That's good for a Jaguars first down.
In today's game, Mike, we're so used to seeing everyone go for quarterback sneak in this situation. 3rd and inches, just let your quarterback kind of barrel forward and get a fresh set of downs. But a nice change up here, giving the ball to your back. Not only does he pick up the first down, but he gets plenty of yards after that.
And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9. Setting up 2nd and short.
2nd and 1.
Ready.
On the toss, they'll run. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It'll be a pickup of 10. That's good for a Jaguar first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
They'll try to throw here with Jackson. Quick throw here is complete. He's got room to roam. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. A gain there of 21. That's good for a Jaguar first down.
Come on. Set. Stretch the eagle. Ready.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back.
Let's go. Seven Pirates.
2nd and 10.
18, Pioneer.
Bears 10-yard line.
Jackson now on 2nd down. And he's in.
Give me a fucking break.
A touchdown, lucky number 13 on the season.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You can see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. This is taken in at the goal line. And he'll be taken down on what will be the final play of this opening quarter. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. 6-0 is our score. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Drive will start on the ground. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
The RPO, that one is complete. Needs to be marked down up around the 33.
It's a gain of 14.
14 on the pickup. First down, Chicago.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Screen works to perfection. Give him 18 yards and move the chains. First down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. On the move, past the 40. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
On 1st and 10, here's Benson. And he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Now they'll set up to throw. Looking down the field there.
Go fuck yourself. That's some bullshit.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down.
This is some fucking bullshit. Oh yeah, wide open. Let's just fucking miss it for no reason, and then kill a drive. What a fun game this is.
Here's their punter now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive is going to start just inside the 20-yard line.
Let's go now.
And the pistol, Jackson ready. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. Trying to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete.
tactics, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
18, Pioneer! Viking, 18!
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Soldier Field following this. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10.
Go! Ready, ready.
Now a give up the middle. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2.
Ready, go!
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Jackson on 3rd and 2, exiting the pocket right. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. Sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
Ready!
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down.
Man, here we go. Set.
They'll try to run. He works free. Right side.
Fucking cheap ass.
25. And he will score. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Well, I love it, Mike. We're seeing so many teams nowadays as they approach midfield, even on their side of the 50, keeping their offense on the field on 4th down. And it's certainly a risk. It's certainly up there for debate, but in this case, big chance, big reward, and they come down with 6.
A try here for the extra point. Oh, he missed another one. Another missed extra point. 2 thus far tonight. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Now a 2nd timeout called by the defense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll air it out down the middle. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down.
10 yards to go.
Really nice play there by the defender, Mike, and not only to force the incomplete, but it's the timing. Understanding if he gets there too early, you bring in PI. You get there too late, it leads to a completion. That time he times it just right and knocks the ball away.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40.
Let's go. 18 Cardinals.
They'll look to throw yet again. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
He told us earlier in the week that his ball skills might actually be better than some of the guys he's covering, and we kind of chuckled. But it's pretty clear to see where that confidence comes from, Mike. I mean, the next step for him, not only go up and attack that ball at its highest point, but come down with the pick. Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
So, after two straight incompletions, here's third and 10. And some problems communicating on third down, and that's going to be a delay. Whoa, things are getting tougher. It's now third and 15. Back to throw. He'll let one go down the middle. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds.
Ready? Let's go now. Gravity Lions.
They'll begin here on the ground. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happy. Going to lose a yard.
Well, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Quarter set to commence, and we're back underway here on EA Sports. Here comes the return from a yard or two deep. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Smash! Let's go, scoop!
The third quarter begins with a run. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And trying to get any kind of burst in these conditions, the only burst is from the clouds. Slowed up, just a gain of a couple.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
He's going to keep it himself, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Give him 11 on the scramble, and give them a new set of downs.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
1st and 10.
Come on, set! Ready,
Up the middle they go. And he'll push forward like a little snowplow. Gain a yard as the snow intensifies. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8.
19, 18. 19, Lions. Cup 19, 18, Rattler, 18.
Pistol formation with Jackson. Pass right side going to be taken in by Walker. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it
Mustang 19, Buffalo 18. 60 Maverick, Cougar 19.
3rd and short, Jackson. This one intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit. I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that road.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
70 Timberwolves.
stick with him again. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Bears first down.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
And the Bears are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got first and goal.
Here we go, set. Ready, go.
Benson trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself first and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown here.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
It makes sense on second and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have third down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on third and goal.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's third and goal. He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Chicago. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
Next to score, Jaguars 12, Bears 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
Their own 35-yard line.
Here we go, set. Ready.
On first and 10, Jackson. He'll go right and find his running back. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
And I don't think he got that wrapped up the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at third down. So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. This crowd into it now as we get to third down.
18, Cougar 19. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger, go.
Fourth quarter begins on the ground. It's a pickup of 12. That's good for a Jaguar first down.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
They'll stay on the ground. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop them right at the line of scrimmage.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Cup 19, Cup 19. 70 Timberwolves, 19 Lions. Steady.
2nd down. Jackson. Quick hitting slant there. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Rio. 2nd touchdown for him in the game. Number 14 on the year. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The extra point, up and good. And the Jaguars will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's to the right side, and incomplete.
Dropping a catch. Ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
2nd and 10.
Let's go. Cowboy, Viking, 18.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. There's a short one caught by Olsen. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Quick throw here is complete. And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. 18 Cardinal. 18.
Handoff here, up the middle. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. That's good for a Jaguar 1st down.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up 1st downs, milk the clock. And then 3,